Hi everyone, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator Australia. I hope you can see me or hear me. It looks like I'm sideways. I do apologise for that. It is right on my phone, so let's just see what happened during... during the live. So once again, I do apologise for that. And again, the lighting isn't the best, even though I've sort of tried to fix it a little bit. Okay, but let's get on with it. So today, it's only going to be a very short video. Hey Jenny, how are you? And it's very easy fun fold. Okay, so what we're going to be using is the nice new World of Good DSP. Now, as you can see, I've only just received this DSP and I haven't even had a chance to put the colours down the side. But the colours that go with this DSP are Basic Black, Bumblebee Cinnamon Cider, which are the two new in colours, Crumb Cake Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, which is the third in colour, Mossy Meadow and Whisper White. Okie dokie, so they're all the nice new colours. Some gold foiling on the top of some of these pieces of paper as well. But where I'm going to use the opposite side. Okay, so we'll get on with it. Oh, before I do, I'm not sure whether you're aware of it or not, but bonus days are back this month. So that means that if you spend $90 or more, not counting postage, for every $90 you spend, you get a $9 bonus day voucher, which you can claim during August. Okie dokie. So let's get on with it. So this is the first card I've done. I've already done a card. I whipped this up yesterday or early this morning. So I've used the Bumblebee, that's that colour, and I've used one of the sides of the World of Good DSP, which is that one there. So it's got a little bit of gold foil in it. Okay, so all I've done is that. Then I've introduced the Basic Black, but instead of using Whisper White, I thought I would use Very Vanilla just to tone it down a little bit, and I quite like it actually. Both cards today are for the mail. Some people have a hard time creating for the males, so I thought we'll do quick easy cards for the males. So, and what I'm using also is a new set that come with that paper. Well, it's not part of the suite, but I bought it with the paper, and it's called Game On. This is a great suite for female or male. So I bought it for the male, but the females can be used for as well. So this is the set we're going to be using. So the card that I've done, it's just a single piece of cardstock, and I've created a bit of a fun fold on the front. So all you do is just open it up from the front. Now you can put another piece of cardstock here if you wanted to, or you could make it into a normal card and still have that fun fold. Okay, I've stamped the checkerboard in Basic Memento Tuxedo Black, and the chest pieces have been stamped in Bumblebee, and then the sentiment is Memento Tuxedo Black as well, and they've both been popped up. Okie dokie, so this time what we're going to be using is Early Espresso and a piece of the DSP. That's the opposite side, but I wanted to use this side. Just a minute. Just want to make sure the wording's up right, not that it matters. So all we're going to do is take this and put it onto the piece of Early Espresso, just like that. Now I've got a piece of Early Espresso again, and it's just, I think I made it 2 3/4 by 8 1/4, and I've scored it at 4 1/8. But I'm going to have all the measurements and everything on my blog when I get back to it. No, I'll have it on the blog shortly. So we're going to be using Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, and I think we might introduce... No, let's leave it at that for the moment and see how we go. So I've cut a piece of Very Vanilla. Again, we're using Very Vanilla. And what I'm going to do is randomly stamp Early Espresso. Sorry, I'm just trying to think out loud here because I've got no idea how I'm going to do this yet. So we're going to use our dice, and I think we will randomly stamp our dice onto this piece of Very Vanilla. I'm just turning it around a few times as well. I'm not going to worry too much about the middle. Only because I'm going to put the cards in there, I think. I think we'll do the cards. So that's done. Then I'm going to come in with the little club, if I can find it, image. And I think we'll do that in Crumb Cake. So we're just going to just randomly just like that. As I said, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Then we're going to grab a piece of cardstock, which I don't have. Just bear with me. That's a piece, so hopefully that will fit. And I think we will do this in Crumb Cake, do you think? So we'll do this in Crumb Cake. I can always redo it anyhow. Yep. And then while we're stamping, I think I'll stamp our sentiment in Early Espresso. And if this doesn't work, I might introduce maybe Mossy Meadow for the sentiment. So let's see how we go. So all I'm doing, I can't see it, just bear with me. I've got to stand up and stamp over the top. That's it. Yep. Actually, I might even do that just to see what it's like in Mossy Meadow, just to introduce a third colour. So I'll just flip this over. Little bit of flipping won't hurt. And ink that up. Yep, might look a little bit better. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fussy cut around this image. I like to cut most of the excess away. Just makes it easier for me when I'm cutting it. Just move your paper, or your cardstock, don't move your scissors. If you move your scissors, your lines might be a little jagged or not straight. So I just find it easier to do it this way. And I like to leave a little bit of a border around. Everyone's a little bit different. You've got to cut how you're happy with. If you want to leave a border, go right ahead. If you don't, that's okay too. And that's all it is. Very easy. Get that out of the way. So we're going to stick this to our piece of early espresso. And we're going to go down. I've done that the wrong way. Let's do that again. That's the beauty of it. I want to go this way. So let's do that again. I'll just get rid of this before I see, I was copying off my other card and I don't want to. But we all makes mistakes and we can all change them if we want. So it's going to be a little bit longer than what I had anticipated, but that's okay. So what we're going to do again, randomly stamp our images. I'm using early espresso again. And then I'm going to come in with crumb cake. And I'm just going to stamp the club image. Just like that. And now we're going to stick this to our piece of early espresso. Now, as I said, I wanted this to go downways. So that is then stuck on there like that. And then I'm going to stick this to the front of our card. Just like that. And that's pretty straight to me. And then that will open. I'm going to put a piece in there, but I've got to cut that up, recut and retrim it, so I'll do that later. And the inside will be in the tutorial anyhow. So then what I'm going to do, I've actually got a stamp here. I was making another card. I think, yeah, I like that better, I think. This is Mary Merlot, so I think we might use that. I like it better than the Mossy Meadow. What do you think? I like that better. So what we might do, I'll just have to redo this stamp. Probably got too many on there, but that's all right. And then I'm going to put take that off, I think, because I want it to overlap a little bit, and I don't want the dimensionals showing up when I open the card, just like that. So that's done. Then we're going to trim our sentiment. So I'll bring in our paper trimmer and I'll just trim that off just a little bit. Just like that. Looks pretty good to me. And I think I'll just do that and just shape it like that, nice and easy. And we might just put that right there, I think. So what I'm going to do is put a dimensional that side, and we'll put a little bit of glue just on that side. Stick it down so that the dimensional will go here. You've got to have your dimensional because you've popped your cards up, okay? And just like that. And that is our card. But of course, we've got to have a matching envelope. So I'm just going to stamp the dice in Early Espresso, and we'll do the clubs in Crumb Cake again. So we'll do a couple of those. And I'll put one on there as well. And that is our card today. As I said, it's only short, but both the same, but just running. One's portrait, one's landscape. So that's the first card I did. Hi, Kerry Lee, how are you? So that's the first card. Opens like that. And then this is our second card, which opens up. Okay, and they're both using the World of Good DSP. Okay, thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy your weekend. See ya. Hooray.